Good evening. I just want to take you through the requirements for, first of all, the higher certificate. If you're interested in applying for a higher certificate, the following are the admission requirements. Your admission to UNISA is dependent on you meeting the specific admission requirements for your chosen qualification. A national senior certificate with at least 40% in the language of teaching and learning, or a senior certificate with at least an E symbol on higher grade or a D symbol on standard grade in the language of teaching and learning. A national a certificate, vocational level 4, with an equivalent of at least 40% in the language of teaching and learning. And then I think another question that you should pay attention to is, say you've already got a qualification, but you are interested in pursuing education. We have on offer advanced certificates. And for that, you might ask, what are the requirements? So I'm going to also just take you through them. Your requirement for an advanced diploma is definitely a Bachelor of Education degree or a postgraduate certificate in education or former higher diploma in education postgraduate or a 3-year diploma in education NQF level 6 or a teacher's diploma or a national professional diploma in education NQF level 5. And then, furthermore, if you are interested, and this one is very, very popular, we get a lot of inquiries for postgraduate certificates and postgraduate diplomas. So I'm going to take you first through the postgraduate certificates. For a postgraduate certificate, you will also need an appropriate accredited bachelor's degree, an equivalent to a national diploma with agriculture or animal husbandry studies or crop management, plant studies, or a 3rd-year level chemistry or physics, or botany or zoology. This is if you are interested in a postgraduate certificate in senior and further education and training in agriculture and life sciences. So also, as I mentioned earlier, the very popular Grade R diploma in teaching. For this one, you will need a national certificate with an endorsement with at least 40% in the language of teaching or learning, or a senior certificate with at least an E symbol in higher grade or a D symbol in standard grade in the language of teaching and learning, or a level 4 national certificate, vocational, with a diploma entry endorsement or equivalent, and at least 40% in the language of teaching and learning. A level 4 or a level 5 certificate. Also, a diploma in early childhood development may also be presented for admission and assessment pertaining to advanced credit standing with appropriate subject combinations and levels of achievement as prescribed by institutions accredited to offer learning programs that lead to the attainment of awarding the qualification. Okay, so how do you make how do you make subject choices? Oh, Jan Stein, welcome. For a while there, I thought I was alone here. So, okay. The subject choices are definitely based on your certificate. Depending on, for instance, I'm not exactly sure whether you are addressing this question to me as a first-time student entering from a high school or someone who already has a qualification. However, for subject choices, it's important to look at your majors. For instance, if you were doing maths, science, and accounting, those are the subject choices that you can make. And then also, the language of teaching that I'm referring to here is the language that you chose as your language of teaching at school, meaning that you probably chose English or Afrikaans, and then an additional language would be your home language. But for some, it could be in the reverse, and then for some, it could be in the way that I've just put it. So no qualifications yet, and a first-time applicant. Excellent. So we'll have to take a look at your matric certificate, and then I also want to encourage you to email me at H for Harry, O for open, R for remember, N for November, E for elephant, D for December, N for November again, at unisa.ac.za, where you can just simply take a snap of your qualifications, whether it is the prelim results or the June results. You can just email those to me, and then I will gladly help you to choose the correct mix, and then also be able to advise you exactly where you fall. So don't forget, I'm H for Harry, O for open, R for remember, N for November, E for English, D for daddy, at unisa.ac.za. And Jan, I also thank you for joining us. And I also just want to tell you that teaching is a very noble profession. It's a calling. It's not something that you just do, because it requires a lot of dedication, effort. There's a saying that says your heart is slightly larger because you are a teacher, because it takes a superhuman abilities to be able to handle children, learners, at all levels. And I want to encourage you, before you apply, you need to think about yourself, where you see yourself comfortable. Are you comfortable dealing with small children? Are you comfortable dealing with children who are in the middle range? Or are you comfortable dealing with high school children? Remember, you're in high school right now. So do you think you'll be able to handle yourself? These are the kind of questions that you need to be asking yourself before you make a decision on how to proceed. However, I'm telling you that also the sky is the limit when it comes to teaching, because as a member of the College of Education, I work with a lot of professors, doctors, people with master's degrees, and guess what? They are all coming out of classrooms, meaning that in this profession, there is definitely a life beyond the classroom. If you don't see yourself in the classroom, you are at the right place as well. So I'm not seeing any more questions, but I'd like to thank you all for participating. And remember to visit UNISA, www.unisa.ac.za. Our applications are still open. Use this opportunity to visit the website, get in there, look at what is on offer, and don't be shy to email us and inquire, or phone us to inquire. We are here to assist you.